Click
I'm
here.
get my little mic in. I'm gonna try something different this time.
I can alt tab back and forth. Yep, we're good.
I'm trying to put my cards on. Try a little something different.
I like how he's like, let me get my mic after we started recording.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I was working the social media part. I was doing the other job. It takes a lot of focus and energy.
Nobody wants to see that. Leave this in, by the way.
I hate TikTok, but I'm gonna learn it.
Leave
Bruh. Real talk, bro. I had to post a
the
TikTok
bullshit that I have to put up with. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Otaku Collective Podcast. It's your boys, Josh, Seth, and Zoe. This is part 2 of our of our introduction episode. Excuse me. We'll be talking about our top 5 anime today. I just felt like a 2-hour podcast for an intro was a little bit long, so we wanted to break it up. Talk to the people, guys.
Let's do it. Well, you already know what it do. This your boy Zoe.
So for this part 2 of the podcast, the intro to us, we wanted to get y'all to know us a little bit better in our personal lives. That was part 1. This is our anime taste now, and so starting off with our anime taste, Zoe.
I think we got too deep. I think we just got too deep, and we just need to show them that, you know, when it comes to this otaku life, we're still otakus. You feel me? We just otakus who.
I don't know about too deep though.
Number 5, real quick.
I don't know about too deep though, but yeah.
Hey.
So Zoe, you're number 5 on your list.
All right, let's do it. Part 2. Okay, so we said we were doing top 5s, and I feel like this coming in at a 5, strong number 5. One of the goats. I'm calling him a goat because he's done a lot. Yeah, calling him a goat. On the flame tip. Listen, just listen to me. He's a goat when it comes to flame usage. How about that? Can I do that without anyone shooting? Yeah. Thank you. When it comes to flame, I know. You didn't even let me get it out.
You top 5. All right, go ahead.
Yeah. There we go. So you already heard from Josh. You heard from Seth. They agree. Go to the fire. We're talking about Natsu. We talking about his homie Gray. We talking about Fairy Tail. That's coming in at my number 5. Really don't need to explain too much, but I mean, when it comes to the storyline, we skip you ain't really got to worry about fillers. For all my people out there who don't like the fillers, Fairy Tail's gonna be the one for you. You're gonna have a little couple, maybe 1-2 episodes in between stuff, but it keep moving. You know, we a guild, we a fam. We do this. We go out and handle things, and we get paid for it. We got a tattoo. I'm getting to get that tattoo on me. It's already planned. It's already in the plan because that's really deep in me. You feel me? Once you get it tatted on you, it's in you. So, like I said, Fairy Tail, top 5.
I just want to let you know that there are 63 filler episodes in Fairy Tail. However, that 63 is only 19% of the show. Therefore, you kind of capping. But I'm
just saying, it's not that much. What would you consider filler?
The filler in Fairy Tail is like an episode or 2 here and there, kind of thing. Has nothing to do between with the arc. 10 to 12 different episodes of arcs. To be fair, to Fairy Tail.
There's no filler isn't a true statement.
I ain't gonna say my bad. Little filler.
Very little filler.
Very little filler. That's what I mean. I'm trying to make it sound good. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Yes, I'm buttering it up a little bit, but because but I'm saying it because I'm saying this to everyone, to y'all. Like, Fairy Tail got a very bad rep in the anime community, and I don't understand why. Because when I got into Fairy Tail, but it is, I understand that. Okay, yes, it's the power of friendship, but Natsu's story alone should be enough to pull people away. Like, yes, the rest of them, power of friendship, cool. But Natsu drag Neil and his brother and like that storyline all in its own with Agnologia. Like, let's tie him into that too.
I mean,
come on, man.
So sorry, Mom, if you're listening to this, but I'm fitting cuss. Natsu is strong as fuck. Okay, we just gonna throw it out there. Okay, he's strong as hell. Okay, hey,
Shout out to mama.
listen,
Yeah, let's
listen.
go.
Okay,
Me, bro. I haven't met your mama. I ain't want to know that stuff.
Shout out to
hey,
mama.
Dada, she knows I curse every now and then. She knows I curse. Okay, Mom, this is probably gonna be
So
the
y'all
most
know
where
how
you hear me
big it
curse.
mean then. So
Okay.
you see why Fairy Tale deserved to be top 5 and made Seth
Well,
cuss.
well,
Made Seth
so
cuss.
so Fairy Tale can be in your top 5, sure, yeah. My Fairy Tale story wise, I can see that, right? But for
Mm-hmm.
me, like, it's just hard to buy in that a character's hurt whenever they get stabbed through the chest and all that's left is a little scrape. Okay?
Okay.
And
All right,
and
that's fair.
you can say like power friendship and all that other jazz and stuff like that, right? Power friendship does not insta heal you getting stabbed with a 4 meter long ice spear through the chest. Okay? It doesn't.
Fair enough.
All right,
And
fair.
there's also no blood in it, so this is a very
Um,
good starter anime. I'll say if you're a parent and you have kids at home and you want to get them into anime and stuff like that, I'll say that. I'll say it's a very good starter anime.
Oh, that's so disrespectful.
No, it's not though. It's not though. It's not
That's
though,
so
right?
disrespectful. No,
It's
well,
not
for
though.
me, it is because okay. Can I say this then real
Yeah,
fast? Why I
yeah.
said that?
You're not
Two
with the
reasons.
women in the
No,
show?
that's what I'm about to say. Two reasons.
Oh
One, the
yeah, no,
fan
for sure.
service.
Fan
The
service,
fan
yeah.
service is gonna, yeah, you can't.
I'm
That's
talking
why I
about blood
said
and
that.
gore strictly. Blood
But
and
that's what I'm about
gore
to say.
strictly.
But
Okay, here's
secondly,
the thing.
it's a very violent show. Even though there's not a lot of blood and gore, but they're nonstop fighting, stabbing,
So is Naruto and
kicking.
everything else that
But
y'all watch as
no,
kids.
Naruto has some episodes where they're
That's
chasing
yeah.
pigs. They're chasing pigs in some
Dragon
Naruto
Ball Z
episodes.
is literally like nonstop fighting.
No, there's moments when they're
You did
training
not just
fodder
come
and
from Naruto
like they're
like that.
fighting,
Okay.
but it's a family
I
fight.
said
Like it's
Z. I
father
said
versus
Z. I
son.
said Z. I
I
said
know
Z.
you didn't just come from Naruto when there's like 2 whole pool episodes in Fairy Tail, but okay.
Two whole what?
Pool, as in they go to the pool. That is their
Oh
game.
yeah, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It's definitely not for kids.
You want to come from
Oh
okay.
man, that was not for kids.
Give me a 5 if I hurt this man.
Okay,
All
okay,
right,
okay,
we
okay.
gonna pass it to Seth with his
All right.
5.
My number 5 is definitely different from their list. I am a partaker in the romantic comedy section of the anime list and the anime pool that is out there. My number 5 is Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai. It has.
That don't sound like hentai. I don't know.
It's not though. Literally, like I actually went into this thinking, okay, like I had just got done watching Don Machi. I was like, okay, let's see a attractive girl in bunny suit, and yeah, it happens, right? But it is so much deeper. It is a psychological drama. It is a if you love dry humor, the dry humor in this is the best out of any anime that I've seen so far. Given I am new to anime, but I have seen 70 so far in less than a year. And so, in out of all the anime that I've seen so far, if you're a fan of dry humor, it has amazing top tier dry humor out of any show that I've seen, anime or like TV show, cartoons, whatever, right? It's up there with the best in terms of dry humor.
And this is why we're the Otaku Collective podcast, because we collect and become one with all. All I can say is, all I've seen is a girl in a bunny suit, and I hate to say it, as much as you're my friend Seth, and I mean this, Mama, with all due respect, sounds like hentai.
It does, but literally, it is the farthest thing from it, right? It really
we'll
is.
give it a shot. I said I'll do the rom-com for you, Seth. So I'm gonna give it a shot one day. It's on the list.
One day.
Yeah, so it's on the list.
My list is kind of occupied at the moment. Maybe
That's
in a
fair.
year or two.
All right. well, when it comes to that list, what's your 5 on your list then?
Yeah, speaking of list, I think first and foremost, my top 5 is probably the most dated of the group. I've been watching anime since like 2001, at least comprehensively. I probably watched anime longer than
That means the way
but
more sense because I'm about to say I've been
yeah,
watching it, but when it comes to like regularly,
yeah.
you would definitely have me beat.
But my number five is a mech anime. It's an OG, one of the early Toonami Adult Swim era ones. So Zoid's New Century.
Strike Laser Claw.
Why do I
That's
feel like
Yeah,
I've
man.
seen this?
you have. Let
Because
me say it
a
again. Let me
lot of
say it
people have
again.
seen Zoids, man.
Strike Laser Claw. Come on
Bro,
with it,
I
what?
bruh.
promise you've seen the show.
You've heard that line.
I've
All you Gen Z kids and the younger millennials, go ahead and Google Zoid's New Century for me real quick. It's a team based mech anime. All right, and Zoids are literally these mech. All right, if you've seen Gundam, you know what a mech is, right? These are all animal based mechs, right? All right, Bit Cloud is the main character. He's on Team Blitz. His Zoid is called Liger. Zero it has several different forms that appears throughout the show. It's a really dope concept. To me, it's just a really good intro anime because it's only about 26 episodes long, super short. Zoids is a very slept on franchise. I literally share the Zoids is the top anime on Toonami post every time I see it on Facebook. Just give it a shot. There's not really else I want to say about it. It's
Let's
dope. I
do
love
it.
mech.
Hey, I'll vouch for it. I grew up on Zoids. I had a couple of them. Real talk. Me and my brother. That was one. That was my brother. Real talk. Honestly, my brother probably was a Zoids fan for me.
I
But when I jumped on it, I was definitely like, yeah, this is it. That's why I can say Strike Laser Claw with a pride because I've seen the Strike Laser Claw take down a dinosaur. You feel me? I've seen that. I've seen what these Zoids could actually do in high intense situations, and it was amazing. Um, Shout out to all the Zoid creators and all everything that came with that culture. The generations is gonna lead into because it's never gonna go away. They're gonna keep redoing. It's like a Pokemon to me. Like they're gonna
Yeah,
keep
for real.
redoing Zoid
Pokemon,
for real.
Digimon.
Zoids Wild dropped on Netflix like a year or two ago.
Oh, it did.
I don't really care for Zoids Wild. It's the newest iteration of
Oh
the
yeah, I
series.
saw that. I saw that on
Yeah,
my website. Yeah.
but shouts
Is it
out to
good?
Zoids.
Did you check it out? Just asking.
I watched all of it. I don't care for it. Like it's a
I
bit different from what you're used to. I'd say Zoids Wild is probably closer to what Chaotic Century than New Century because they don't ride inside the Zoids. It's not like a pilot thing. The Zoids are more
not only I just
expressive.
lost it.
Right? Yeah. They like you've seen like the OK Man cartoons where they ride like the saber tooth
Yeah, I know
tigers
what
and
you're
shit.
saying. I get what you mean.
Yeah, they ride their Zoids like that. It's not bad, but I definitely prefer the older
Oh
series.
yeah, the
But
pilot was real.
shouts out for Zoids for even like being relevant enough to make a comeback on Netflix as well thing. But
Yeah, 100.
I'm
we're gonna wrap up the top five and go ahead and go to this
Yeah, we
rapid
going
fire.
to the four. Oh yeah,
Yeah. Hang on,
we
let
heading to
Seth
the
finish
four.
talk, and then
oh no,
after
Oh,
that
we,
we'll go to Zoe's score.
I was just gonna say that like I'm just looking at this and just looking at it, and it's like one of those scenes where like I haven't heard of this before. This name doesn't sound familiar, and then you see it, and it's like
Right.
brings up like a bunch of like memories from the back of your like brain that you like didn't remember, but now you suddenly do, like
you
seeing an
feel
old
like
friend.
SpongeBob, like when
Yeah.
SpongeBob was filing his head, you just went all the way back to the back file.
Yeah,
I promise you. It's the same thing with Code Lyoko, which we can talk about for a whole nother episode. I love Code
Code
Lyoko.
because I love it. Yeah.
But
Raw,
literally, people
raw.
don't remember Code Lyoko until they see a picture of the characters and they big ass forehead.
Or they hear the
When
theme song.
they hear the theme
Or
song,
they hear the
and it's
theme
the same thing
song.
with Zoids, bro. It's literally the same thing with Zoids until they see
Yeah.
a picture like,
Nah,
oh, remember this. But nah, bro, I'm a Zoids OG. Love it. It's in my top five for a reason.
Cole
Yep.
Lyoko
But
theme song went in. I don't care no
but
what to
with
say.
that in mind, we're gonna go to Zoe's number 4.
Alright, it's a since we doing the introduction where we talking about the anime, we talking about a boy who didn't have nothing, didn't have no magic. He was doing push-ups. He was doing push-ups, real talk every day. And then he finally got a chance. He got a magic sword, just like usually how these animes go. But the difference was with this cat, which really wasn't different. He had a devil. And I guess I'm not really making this anime sound really good, but I
Is
promise
that not
y'all,
spoiler
this is
warning, bro?
definitely
It's
gonna
not a spoiler.
Not
Not really.
Come on, bro.
If you see it first episode.
If you ain't seen some black stuff come out this boy's body yet, you ain't watched.
But that could be anything,
bruh. All right, my bad. Demon, devil. I mean, all of them are pretty much the same meaning. You feel me? It's some bad shit. All right, but for real, Black Clover number 4 is to me, and this is just me. I ain't grow up with Bleach. I'm not gonna cap like I did. I love Bleach. I don't want to disrespect it. I put Bleach on right now as I'm doing this with y'all. I just didn't grow up with Bleach. I caught it all at once and said it was great. I grew with Black Clover. I started with it on episode 12 off of a tweet I saw from somebody on Twitter. And it was this girl who pretty much, you can tell she watched Anime Machine talk all the time about it. And she just took us. I remember the tweet somewhere quoting all right, I'm going to take a chance on Black Clover, pretty much. And that's what I did. I said, all right, she's going to do it, I'm going to do it. Just like how you just said, all right, if Zoe's going to take a chance, I'm going to take a chance. You get what I'm saying? So I watched all the way up to episode 12. I still wasn't impressed, but I kept going week by week with it. And and I'm glad I did that, because when they got to episode 100, y'all will understand why I put Black Clover in my number 4. I'll tell y'all right now, episode 100 is the reason why Black Clover is my number 4. This kid and his brother fighting to be what they call Wizard King, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like on a Hokage level. But, I'm just going to bring Naruto in because I feel a lot of people know Naruto. Naruto had Sasuke. Sasuke didn't care to be Hokage. He didn't have somebody really to rival. So Naruto just said, I'm just going to do it. And this one is two. It's two great boys that are both saying, hey, I'm going to be Wizard King. No, I'm going to be Wizard King. And you don't know. That's why I said two boys. You feel me? I ain't even want to say, but you don't know who's going to be Wizard King. I promise you, we cannot tell you. It don't matter if you're reading the manga, watching the anime, or just keeping up with the creator talking about it. No one knows who's going to be it. But that's the fun part of it, too, is we know that this is a journey to something. And we get to see some boys grow up. But trust me, these boys got skill.
Let me interrupt you for a sec. Because again, this is a fairy tale clone. But why are you referencing Bleach?
No, it's a Bleach clone. It's a Bleach clone to me because, in the essence of, all right, Soul Society got squads. Magic Knights squads. Okay, but when did Fairy Tail work with other guilds? Once, maybe twice. When did they work with other guilds? The power of friendship was through Fairy Tail.
No, you not finna do that.
When did they, bro?
Fairy Tail, you're number 5, and you talking about when they working with guilds like Oricon Face didn't happen. When there was a whole team up to take on 6 people, it was 3 guilds for 6 people. No,
I know that. I said once or twice they did team up, but
I can't with you.
It's just like it's just like the guilds. It's the squads. It's the Magic Knight squad. So what I'm saying is that main character of the show, who just like Bleach is Ichigo, and just like Black Clover, it's Asta. They both were, pretty strong dudes, but regular bodies. They were given a sword, multiple swords, because in Bleach now, we talking about updating with the manga, he's got 2 swords. So they both got multiple swords, and they have a very dark power in them. Very dark. Very dark. I'm not reaching because I'm trying not to say too much but I'm saying very dark power in them.
Because you didn't grow up watching Bleach, you're comparing giant black sword inner dark power to giant black sword inner dark power instead of comparing magic to magic, guild to.
So I can go into the story if you want me to with it. You feel me? We can go into the story.
Again?
Did Ichigo have any other brothers and sisters? No. Did Asta have any brothers and sisters? No.
Stop, Cap.
Wait, nope. Hold on, let me read. Hold on, let me back up. Wait, hold on, time out. I had a moment.
No, I'm gonna make you look stupid.
No, let me get it. Let me catch it. He did have sisters. He did have systems. But I guess I'm saying, all right, that was a bad example. Where I was going with it is they both were on their own type of journey. I guess that's why I was trying to go with it. I'm saying it as in the essence of Ichigo said he needed to get stronger. Asta said he needed to get stronger. And they knew they couldn't just get stronger from some spell or from some other way. They knew it was grit. They knew they had to like do push-ups. That's what I like to say. You feel me? And hell, Ichigo did hella push-ups. He had to push himself back up every time he got cut. Every time he got cut, he got back up. So he had to push himself up. Asta just did push-ups and got cut. But then he, and his downtime, did push-ups. I'm just saying they both kind of came up on the same tip. And like I said, on the Magic Knight squads and with the squads of the 13 court squads, you know what I'm saying? Squads. So
you know what? I'm gonna Twitter handle you, bro. You got it. That's what I'm gonna do. You get
all right, so we gonna switch it on. You feel me? That's just what I say. But like I said, this is number 4, so I ain't gonna fight too hard for it. But it is a great anime, and we gonna see what's up.
I'm not saying it shouldn't be in whatever top 5 or 10 you want, but for you to compare a Fairy Tail clone to Bleach off of 2 things bothers me.
When is it friendship? Because I feel like you're talking about the friendship. When is the friendship?
Okay.
We can get back into Black Clover later because it's also on my list, so we can get back into it later on in the episode. Wait. Okay. All right. So, taking a little break for the Black Clover because we could literally talk about Black Clover for hours. Moving on to my number 4. My number 4, I am like Josh here. Zoe a little bit into sports, right? A little bit. But Josh here, big sports fan like myself. At my number 4, I have Diamond No Ace. English name is Ace of the Diamond.
He's the best sports anime of all time. No cap.
So Haikyuu is not as far along as Diamond No Ace, right? Diamond No Ace has been around for longer. It first aired in fall of 2013. Haikyuu, I think, in the end, will be a better sports anime and manga than Diamond No Ace. I can agree with you on that. It's just not as far along yet. So I don't have it in my top 5. I have Haikyuu in my top 10. Don't get me wrong, right? That's a story for another day. But Diamond No Ace, I grew up playing baseball. I played catcher, right? Miyuki is the name of the catcher in Diamond No Ace. I love every single character in Diamond No Ace. And I love how technical they get in Diamond No Ace and how they really go into actual techniques, batting techniques, pitching techniques, how to play outfield, how to play second and short, and how those two combinations together can be a cornerstone of a defense. I love the aspect of how a catcher is always trying to think one step ahead of the other team, like I did whenever I would play catcher whenever I was growing up. Given I was nowhere near any of the levels of anybody on this team or anything like that, but still I feel like I can relate to it because I understand where they're coming from, because I grew up learning all those exact same techniques. And it also makes it really simple to understand the game of baseball. Literally, like the first 10 episodes, they go through it and they explain like how baseball is played, like what outs are, what strikeouts are, what strikes and balls are, how those are determined, and everything like that. And so if you've never watched a game of baseball in your life, you could still watch this anime. It explains how baseball is played the same way Haikyuu explains how volleyball is played. It explains on that detailed level, but still on a simple level as well, to where you don't have to like go and know anything about the sport going into the anime. You can just enjoy the anime and the ride that it takes you along, with the main character Sawamura and his growth from being a very little known prospect with complete raw talent and no technical ability at all into something great. And I love this so much. I binged all 175 episodes in a week and a half. So that's my number 4 on my list.
Okay. You know,
Cool. All right. I'll check it out. We'll throw that
I've
onto the
seen bits and
list.
pieces. But you know, I love baseball. I'm a Yankees fan. I'm not really gonna go into that right now
Red
because I'm worried
Sox.
about the all right game behind. Anyway,
So I just throw it out there. We just gotta be fans. That's just our job. It's our
okay, you
job.
need to be worried about the Blue Jays. Really, go. Okay.
It's our job.
My number 4. Since Zoe wants to talk about journeys, we need to talk about great grandson of Ninja Jesus. You know, seventh Hokage, Boruto's dad, one Naruto Uzumaki. And I have so much love for this series as a whole, but to this day, I can still say proudly that I prefer the original Naruto, Naruto Shippuden, and Boruto. And so, with that in mind, Naruto's my number 4. Naruto's journey as a whole, from no nonsense, like nonsense having orphan to confident shinobi, uh, his rivalry and brotherhood with Sasuke, his emotional just evolution as a person, right? It's so dope, and I just think the tuning exams is probably to this day, at least to me, still the best arc in Naruto. Uh, Rock Lee versus Gar is still a top 5 fight in anime history. Naruto versus Sasuke at the Valley at the end the first time is also a top 5 fight. You know, I just enjoy Naruto. I grew up with it. I remember coming home from school to watch it back in the day. I think it was the major driving force, in my opinion, in Western media of anime being accepted. Like, yeah, everybody knew what Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z was, right? Because you know it was just on TV, and even like the most ratchet, I'm talking about, person you could possibly think of in high school. Like, yeah, I know who BBC is. The people who made fun of you for watching anime, even they watch Dragon Ball Z, right? But I feel like Naruto really pushed the narrative. They're like, oh, this is something cool to do, and I appreciate it. And I'm forever thankful that I got to watch it from beginning to end and completion. I see what Boruto is doing right now. It didn't start off too strong. Right now, it's killing the game, and I just think that's dope. So OG Naruto is my number 4. Love it to death. Uh, Talking no Jutsu for the dub. That's about it.
See, I wish I could have watched it whenever I was growing up, kind of thing. Um, I I love you, mom, if you're listening, right? But I wasn't allowed to watch different shows whenever I was a kid or whatever, and it was my mom's decision. I'm going back and watch them now or whatever. Um, but I wasn't allowed to watch like Naruto, Dragon Ball, Digimon, Pokemon, or anything like that
Mama
as a
Digimon
kid.
was such a clean show. It wasn't
But it
even.
had,
It was
but it had
so.
like,
It was a childhood. It was made for 6-year-olds, and it just was.
Now
It was so
I get what
great
he's
for
saying
six
though,
year olds.
because a lot of parents, especially from our generation specifically,
it was just foreign.
yeah,
And
I mean,
The
because
filler on
those same
Pokemon. We didn't
people
know
are
where
like, yeah,
Pokemon was going. I guess now when you look
those
at it
same
like
parents
that,
are like, we don't want you
true.
watching Harry Potter either. So I can get where they're
yeah, I
coming
wasn't allowed
from.
to watch Harry Potter till I was
Yeah,
like 12.
Did you at
no
least
shade
read
to the
it?
religious
Yeah,
nuts,
I read it.
but you know
All right, cool.
that's kind of wild to me. But it like because those same parents make their kids read the Bible every night, and I don't know if you ain't looked at the Old Testament lately, but yeah, okay, but
So
you
just
can't
like
watch. Harry Potter cast Expelliarmus, but whatever.
All right.
We got off topic.
I love y'all boys.
I ain't
We're
bashing
going
nobody
to
for
my
that, but
number
for
3
Raise
for
your kid.
Josh. Go on a rant for a whole nother topic for another day. I guess I'm just gonna play off his since we're talking about, books. Talking about the book written by the Pervy Sage. You feel me? You missed out talking about him. You also missed talking about Sasuke. We missed talking about, Kiba.
Gaara.
You mentioned Rock Lee and Gar, but you didn't mention the one and only Sakura Uchiha.
Don't make me
Sakura
cuss on this
Uchiha.
podcast, bro.
What?
That's all I'm saying.
Don't make me
Because
do that.
my number 3 is Naruto, and if I'm gonna ask what the best was, mine was Shippuden, because that's when Sakura said, "Hey, guess what? I can do something too." I want y'all to know.
She's relevant for a
So
total of
this part I
15
said that.
episodes.
All right, and guess what? She turned up.
I
for
haven't
8 of
watched
them.
Naruto,
She
and
turned
I've
up for
heard
8 of
that
them.
Aqua is more useful than her.
Hey, bro, it's all good. Cause guess
And
what? She
Aqua's
survived.
nickname is useless.
Guess what she survived? Guess what she survived? The 4th Great Ninja War. How many people died? How many people died?
How many
How many
people
people
survived
died?
the 4th Great Ninja War?
How many people died?
A good bit.
All right then, and
If
she
I remember
survived.
right, it was like 20K.
I thought
However,
it was
you know who
40.
else survived the
You
Great
sure
Ninja
it's
War?
just 20? Hold on, you making me want to check this.
It's not
I'm
that
listening.
deep. But you want to know who else
Oh,
survived
it
the Great
is.
Ninja War? Kiba
And I love
Inuzuka.
Kiba. Kiba wanted to be the
Kiba a
Hokage.
bum. Kiba a hard bum.
He's the captain of the police force.
Yo. Hang
What
on,
are you talking about, a bum? Are you getting paid a captain salary?
Fans, cut the volume up real quick.
Are you getting
Kiba is
paid?
the biggest bum in the history of this franchise next to Sakura. And I swear to God, if I could go back and punch Kishimoto in the face and tell him to rewrite Neji dying, I'd swap his ass out for Kiba, bro. That's so stupid.
Wow, bro. Kiba
Neji
was.
died for no reason but decides to move Hinata and Naruto's relationship forward, and I hate it.
Okay,
so
Boruto.
much.
Yes, because look what Boruto's finna do.
Shit.
Look what Boruto's finna do. Look
Kill
what Boruto's finna do. Boruto's finna do it. That's what he did. If anything, Neji's spirit went into Boruto. Because that's what he's heading to.
I know he got his name, Boat, and blah, 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 in the Japanese translations. That's not important. Kiba should have died instead of Neji.
Bro, Kiba,
If
I don't like that.
Kiba, and you're not playing Storm, and even then, he's a C tier character at best.
Right.
Go somewhere.
I don't like that,
Shut your laptop off, bro.
He can still summon them big dog, bro. At the end of the day, he can still do something. He could turn it. I'm just saying. Honestly, he could be more. He wasn't a Pit, and that's where he probably slipped up. He should have been more like a Pit. But he wasn't. He wasn't like a Pit.
His best
Bruh, he is the captain of the police force. Naruto found a good job for him.
Congratulations. They had to bring back a dead clan's job for him to be relevant.
You are an asshole.
No.
Hey,
you are an asshole. I can't even say anything to that. Well, with that being said, at the end of the day, my top 3, Naruto, and if we're gonna say that which one's the best, I'm gonna say Naruto Shippuden. We saw him grow up. We saw my man stop playing. He also showed us that we actually, put some dedication work in. He did it in 2 years. In 2 years, he became OP. And even after that, he kept just becoming more OP. So it's kind of on that One Piece. It's kind of not One Piece. It's on that One Punch Man stuff. Like, how he said do the workout, do it for a certain amount of time, it'll work. Naruto kind of did that same thing to me. He said 2 years, I'm going to go handle my business. And then I'm going to come back and go crazy. And he did that. It's hard for me to talk without saying too much spoilers because there might be some folks that ain't watch it. And honestly, y'all, as we do more of these, I just want to say this: as we do more of these, honestly, the deeper you get with us, the more spoilers you might start hearing.
I'm
so
I suggest by now, you shit out of luck, bro.
I suggest you start getting it. We're gonna be fair in the beginning.
That's fair, Josh.
I suggest you start. We're giving y'all time. These things gonna drop. We're giving y'all time.
I'm not.
But I'll give you a little time because next week we could be talking about the newest chapter of My Hero Academy. You never know what can happen with us. So with that being said, just throwing that out there. With that being said, that's my top 3 Naruto.
All right,
we're gonna pass it on.
Yep. Going into my number three now. It is an anime that just finished its part two of its second season and had a movie announced for next summer of 2022. It is Slime Reincarnated. That time I got reincarnated as a slime. Basically, it starts out. It is episode one. Not a spoiler. Guy dies, gets reincarnated into this other world as a slime, and becomes very OP very, very fast.
If you want to
And
see an example, go to our TikTok. I just posted something straight off of it on the TikTok. Check us out. Otaku Collective PC right now. Continue with your slime presentation because I really do mess with slime. I'm not
yep,
even gonna lie
yep.
to you.
I got
Okay,
Zoe
speak more
recently
again.
watching it now, and Zoe's on like episode
He's not
15 of the first
lying.
season.
He becomes OP, y'all. And we just gotta accept it. It's
And
crazy. It's a new world. We gotta accept that some people can become OP a little quicker. If there's ever
they're
been an anime called Overpowered, it might be Slime, but it actually got a good story.
yep,
So it's
it's
like,
got a
all right,
very
I
good
can
story.
roll with it. I ain't gonna lie,
Man's
but
Man's might be
Overpowered.
OP. Man's might be OP, but at the end of the day, he just wants to chill with his friends, bro. He just wants to chill with his friends. Uh, make his own town, like have a nice relaxing lifestyle. But then nobody wants to let the man just live.
Hey,
Nobody just wants to let the man just live.
bruh, this
Just
man
let him live. That's it.
destroy. All right, y'all. Real talk. When he say he's OP, he really means overpowered. This man, this slime. All right, straight up. I'm gonna call it. I told y'all go check the TikTok out. Otaku Collective PC. If you want to see how a slime defeats a dragon,
He
that's
didn't
all I'm gonna
defeat him.
say.
He
And
didn't
and
defeat him.
let's
To be
no
fair,
listen. Just listen. Just listen. That's you gotta
the
watch the show to
dragon
find out.
willingly went.
No, you gotta watch
He
the show
he
to
went
find out.
willingly.
They gotta watch the show to find out because
That's fair.
that's
I
just
love
the
Veldora
start of
though.
it. I
Veldora is
love
the best
Veldora.
tsundere
I
dragon.
love
Okay.
Veldora. I'm just saying it's not even Veldora's fault. You feel me? I'm not even saying Veldora was weak.
No,
I'm
no,
just
no.
saying,
Veldora agreed to it. What you mean?
man, I'm
He
saying
agreed
it's
to it. They made a
Okay, okay,
pact.
okay.
it's
Anyways,
the fact.
All right,
No, I'm saying
anyways,
I'm with you. No,
bring
I'm
it
with
back.
you.
Slime reincarnated. I am going to be picking up the light novels very, very soon. I'm going to be reading the light novels. That's probably going to be my next read. After I finish this Don Machi newest light novel. Um, Other than that, that is my number three. Josh, do you have any comments about slime, or do you want to go ahead and move on to yours?
Slime is dope, man. I've been reading the manga for a while. Super interesting.
Hmm.
Uh, I think this is one of the anime that people who might have fallen out with anime when they got around the high school age would find a really good opportunity to get themselves back into it.
Hmm.
Uh, OP is definitely the word, but I for a lot of isekai anime, I feel like that's the case. Um, Slime's dope. It reminds me of I don't want to say SAO or Overlord or anything
Ah,
like that because that's a little bit
yeah.
different. But I feel like
Those are more
it's in
video
that
game
vein.
aspects and things like that,
Yeah,
which this has a
the
little bit, but not as strong.
the whole RPG anime setup is what that reminds me of, and
I would
SAO is like
say
one of the first
it's
things I
it's
think of.
probably closer to a serious version of How Not to Summon a Demon Lord.
Yo, I love how not some of it. Yeah, that's a good one too. But reincarnation anime to me in general are hit or miss because either
They
they're
are.
super etchy or perverted, or they're
This has
super
a very good
dramatic.
balance. This has a very good
Yeah,
balance.
and I feel like you have to find a good balance, and I feel like Slime has that. And with that in mind, I'm gonna transition to my number three, which is a show I think personally, and this is controversial, doesn't balance itself well. Um, I'm gonna say this, and a lot of people might be upset, but Dragon Ball Z is overrated, right? I said it. Um,
Whoa,
however, hang on. Dragon Ball Z
whoa,
original, as in I'm talking about Goku. I'm talking about
whoa.
Goku. going on his original journey with Bulma and leading up until the 23rd World Martial Arts Tournament. Fire. I think Dragon Ball is an amazing anime, right? Dealing with the Red Ribbon Army, the OG androids. I'm talking about like Android 8. Dealing with Demon King Piccolo. Dealing with Tien and Chaozu when they're part of the Crane School and they beat him. That whole thing, Jackie Chun, Master Roshi. The World Martial Arts tournaments are the best part of Dragon Ball. And when they transitioned to Dragon Ball Z and then outer space aliens started showing up. Then they went to Namek and then Super Saiyan. And now they blowing up planets and shit. And then Cell think he the hot shit. Like, oh, if I can't beat you, I'm gonna blow the world up. Blah blah blah, this and that. When Dragon Ball Z gave up on power levels, I'm gonna keep it a buck. As an adult, I'm out. I've seen Dragon Ball Z 20 times. That is an actual fact. From start to finish, I've seen it 20 times. I used to watch it at least once a year with my boy Jamal when we were still in college. Matter of fact, every day after class, freshman year, we'd come back to the dorm and we'd either watch Boy Meets World, Teen Wolf, The Real World, or Dragon Ball Z. And that was it. That's all we watched. And I promise you, if you take the nostalgia glasses off, DBZ is not all that. I'm not going to talk about Super because nobody likes Super low-key besides like 2 arcs. GT can go somewhere besides Super Saiyan 4. But Dragon Ball...
I like that. Hey, that was first. That need to go on the t-shirt.
Dragon Ball, when everybody was at least close to a level and the best person on the planet could barely blow up the moon, fire. When everybody, even Yamcha could technically blow up the Earth, I'm like, nah, this ain't it, man. Also, by the way, Yamcha is only relevant in Dragon Ball. So all you Yamcha fans, you know what I'm talking about. Chaozu, also only relevant in Dragon Ball.
I was gonna say like Dragon Ball is also another one of those like classic anime that I haven't seen yet, just because I'm still so new to anime. But even I've heard GTFO.
Fact, 100%.
I've heard that.
I know people who like GT though. I know people who like theme song. I know people who like. I will say parts of GT were really dope. Super Saiyan 4 is probably the best transformation in Dragon Ball history after Gohan going Super Saiyan 2 for the first time. The Shenron saga with the Black Star Dragon Ball is fire. I like that. I like Omega Shenron, I like Nova Shenron, because I used to main them in Budokai Tenkaichi 3. Baby Vegeta was dope. That was another main of mine in Budokai Tenkaichi 3. I used to play with my roommates in college. And don't get me wrong, I know DBZ is like the godfather of Western anime at this point. No, well, just anime in general, because, you know, Naruto, One Piece, Bleach, Fairy Tail, all take their inspiration from, you know, Dragon Ball Z. That's whatever. That's cool. And I like it, but it's not what people think it is anymore. And I think if you were to objectively watch Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z as an adult side by side, most people would say, with nostalgia glasses off, that Dragon Ball is better, because what's the point of the show being what it is when you retcon the whole series, right? Everybody's like power levels are important, blah blah this and that. Literally, Frieza's power level was what, like 10 million or some shit, and then after that they didn't give a fuck. Like it don't make sense, because if that's the case, then like Cell Saga Yamcha could like low key bump with Frieza. That don't make sense. I mean, that's a bad example.
I see what you. You know what, Josh? I finally. I'm gonna say this.
Cell Saga Tien could bump with like Namek Frieza.
I finally.
And he was still folks.
I finally understand why you was like. I feel you on why you had to get your voice out there. You're like, hold on, y'all need to really open y'all eyes. He's like, I feel like what you're saying is, I feel y'all on being clouded. I was clouded too.
On Twitter, people would dog my ass out, bro.
Yeah, definitely, 100. And that's why I'm trying to understand. You still gonna get dogged out probably, but what I want to say is, in
no context, people will be mad as fuck.
What I'm trying to say is, I think one thing I did respect what you were saying was you were like, y'all, I was clouded too. I really thought Dragon Ball Z was the best.
I was like, yo, DBZ go, bro. blah blah.
Yeah.
This and that.
And then
And
what year?
on my
How old were you?
rewatch,
Let's
I,
do this.
I was like 19, bro. On like, cause this was like the fourth or fifth time I'd have actually sat down and watched multiple episodes, and probably the second time I had really paid attention the entire way through. Because again, I've seen the show 20 times all the way through, but really paid attention like the entire time. I say about 6 or 7, and most of those were in college. And I really sat down and I watched. And I had just finished, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go back and watch Dragon Ball because it's on Hulu, bro. I had so much fun rewatching Dragon Ball, bro. By the time I got through with Gohan versus Cell, I was like, yo, this is a drag, bro. I still got a whole nother saga. I watched Dragon Ball from start to finish. I was laughing. I was hee and ha, bro. I was like, oh shit, I forgot how good this fight was. Nah, man, I'm good. Dragon Ball OG, I'm talking about from the day Goku meets Bulma up until the fight with Piccolo Jr. at the World Martial Arts Tournament 23. Fire. Dragon Ball Z, dope. Great show. I'm not hating on it. But it's not what people remember. I promise you it's not. And that's why Super was ass to a lot of people. The Tournament of Power was the only really good thing about Super. Because the movies, Resurrection of Elf and Battle of the Gods, told the whole first 60 episodes. Come on, bro. Y'all out here waiting for a movie you've already seen?
Hey, now, one person that might have a counter argument to that is the person who doesn't have Dragon Ball in his top 5, but does have DBZ in his top 5. And that is next on his list, Zoe.
Oh, you already know my list. Dang, bro, I could have switched it up right now on you. That would have sucked right there. That would have really sucked.
You ain't gonna put DBZ over your one. You ain't gonna put DBZ over your one.
Nah, it wasn't going over the one.
Bullshit up, bro.
Wasn't going over the one. Well, I say, this is my opinion, Josh. You want to know what DBZ did that Dragon Ball didn't do? You want to know what it did, and I'm gonna say it, and I'm gonna say this here. You want? No. You want to know what it did? Remember those people you just talked about? Them people that used to get on you for watching anime and stuff. You want to know the one thing they did watch with you? Dragon Ball Z. I swear, I got so many folks that you would say straight.
Hey, 1 second before you really get into this. I'm not even going to go on tirade, but to those niggas specifically, fuck y'all. Because now y'all on Facebook, with a nigga. Nope.
So I want to say,
don't be friendly with me on Facebook. Not that I'm posting anime shit.
Bruh. Nah, fuck that. No, y'all get friendly with me. No, cause check this out, bruh. You can't be mad at people for not being woke, bruh. Why are you upset because people wasn't woke? And that's why I love DBZ. That's why it's my top 2.
Mad at niggas from slavery. You crazy.
Bruh, them niggas wasn't woke, okay? Look, see, Seth, this is how I gotta get with Josh. See, Seth, the hood niggas that we was hanging with or being around, there was one thing that I realized that they would still keep that, at least kept them, real talk, bro, it kept people out of trouble. I remember, bro, I had homeboys that got in trouble. You feel me? They probably in trouble now. But guess what? I remember days of us chilling, and we didn't need to smoke. We didn't need to drink. It was true chilling, sitting on the couch, watching what? DBZ. Movies, episodes, anything. I'm talking about broadly. I remember one time I had a homeboy named Danny for real, and I think I had the Brawley movie or something, and I think that's the only movie. I remember having a bunch of movies. I think I even had Friday. But the only movie I remember me and him actually watching, and I've seen maybe a few times, maybe at least 7 or 8 times. I used to stay over there. He stayed over my crib. One movie we put on is Brawley, DBZ Brawley. He really liked that movie. And then he even started watching stuff on his own from there. You feel me? I just remember Brawley was what put him on. Of course, it was a lot because of the fighting and all that. But, I mean, that's sometimes you got to catch people with the flash, and then the story takes them from there. That's how I look at it.
I
never
that's
watched.
Cool and all.
Yeah.
And respect to the niggas who have evolved as human beings and shit. That was legit. And I ain't even mad.
I ain't forget.
Because even when they were doing all that, I still had friends in every circle that actually fuck with me and respect my taste, right? I ain't saying condemn these people down to hell and all that if you believe in that. I'm just saying don't act different because I do remember. There's a reason I don't associate with these folks, bro. There's a reason I don't really plan on going to the reunion in high school. Because
Oh,
a
you
lot of
ain't
y'all
going?
motherfuckers fake.
Oh, well, I'll
No,
give you a
because
postcard.
a lot of these people are fake, bro.
They
And
were
my
fake
whole thing
then.
is,
I guess.
right,
All right, my bad.
yeah.
Hold on. Let me
So
stop.
if you're
Let me
fake
stop.
then and you still fake now, why do I need to associate with you?
You don't. But what about the
Okay.
people that weren't fake? That you did have a good
Those
time.
people are the same people commenting underneath anime posts on Facebook, right? I ain't talking about people like Bruce. Shout out to my dog or any of that. But
Shout
because
out Bruce, man.
me, Bruce, my boy Reggie. Shout out to him. Not so solid artist. Go check his stuff out. Uh, we talk daily, right? I ain't talking about them because Bruce has always been dope, and I met Reggie in college. But every now and then it'd be like some random dude that'll post on one of those folks. Oh, I remember this and I remember that. I'm like, nah, bro, no, you don't, because I remember those things very different. And that's what bothers me
Wow.
because you're still the same person. You didn't grow up because you're still the same bullshit.
Hey,
And so that's
bro.
my only issue. So that's another thing. So when people bring up, oh, everybody in the hood did this and that with DBZ, yeah, and look at where them niggas at now.
What are you? This is not the kind of content you need. This is
Nope.
DBZ, bro. It just brought people together. I don't care what you say, bro. I get what you saying, bro. I swear to God, bro. I swear on my life, I get what you saying because I saw the wave. I mean, you saw it. I ain't gonna say you didn't see it, but
People gonna be like, "Oh, you gatekeeping and this and that." No, because I didn't get bullied. It's just people would try dumb shit and I wouldn't react to it. I didn't get bullied, so this isn't one of those kids who got bullied lashing out. I'm just
okay, yeah.
I got bullied, but it wasn't over anime. But that's another story for another day.
Josh has always been big as shit, bro. You wasn't gonna bully me without me fighting you back. You might have won, but I was definitely getting you licked. So
You know I'm
was
short.
I was never, yeah, right. I was never bullied. It's just I know how people would act one day and how they act now, and I see these people because I pay attention. I'm on Facebook a lot. I pay attention to how you interact with other folks. You haven't changed, bro.
Bruh,
So don't
that's
act
so.
new underneath my post, and that's all I'm saying. To that, and I feel like Dragon Ball Z is a gateway for people to do that shit. I'm not gatekeeping. If you're in the anime now, check us out because that just means more product can be purchased, which means they're gonna bring more shit over, right?
Yes, sir.
So,
You get it.
I'm happy for that. Like that's not what I'm talking about. But I'm talking about for the people who like, oh, well, it don't matter because they used to watch Dragon Ball Z and they didn't think it was cool now, but they're watching. So don't gatekeep. I'm not gatekeeping. I'm saying keep
And
the
let's be
standard.
real, nobody really watching Dragon Ball Z now. That's the thing. It's usually Naruto, to be honest with you.
Hey,
Oh yeah, I'm watching
keep the same
Naruto.
energy is my point. That's all
Alright,
I want. Keep the
that's
same
why I
energy.
said.
Because
And
I'm
but then
keeping
at
it with
that
you.
point, it's like I feel you. I guess when I feel the Megan Thee Stallion wave, I'm gonna be real with you. I watched Hunter x
Shout out
Hunter
to
off.
Meg Thee Stallion, by the way.
Of
For
course,
real. We don't
100.
have a
No,
lot of people
honestly, we're
like
gonna
our generation
dog
rapping anime.
dog. There's gonna be a
R.P. to
whole
J.
episode dedicated to Megan Thee Stallion. We don't even need to
Right.
start
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Not
All
even.
right.
We're
Yeah.
gonna
But
Seth. Get ready,
last
Seth.
rapper from our
We're
age
gonna
to
we're gonna
post
listen to
doing that
all the
shit was this,
clean
bro.
Megan Thee Stallion music together,
Whoa.
and we're gonna have.
First of all, copyright.
No, I
Yeah,
said we're gonna
copyright.
listen to it not on here. I'm saying in personal,
Okay,
like in
okay, okay,
yeah,
okay.
and
Yeah,
then we're
yeah,
gonna
yeah, for
come
sure.
back. Yeah, no, I ain't crazy. I would
You
never
getting
mess with
the
Megan
podcast
Thee
canceled? It's
Stallion.
like episode 3.
I would never mess with Megan Thee Stallion. Y'all crazy. I'm saying
Our
in our
copyright team gonna be all over it. What you mean?
no, it wasn't even that. I'm saying in our personal time because we
Oh
work.
yeah,
Me
yeah,
and
for
Seth
sure.
work together.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
gonna listen. Well, we could leave. We be doing our thing at work and listen to Megan Thee Stallion while we do it. And I'm gonna play the songs where she does a lot of anime lines because that's where I want him to kind of see like
Right.
and how.
I've
And that's
heard.
what I'm trying to
Let's
say.
not act like I'm just like under a rock, by the way, and I haven't heard a Megan Thee Stallion song. Let's not act like that, okay? Let's not go down that route.
Well, I'm saying I actively like listen to it. Like I'm not scared to say I listen to some Megan Thee Stallion songs. Like I mean, you know,
I have some
actively
homeboys
listen to it.
that
You know what I'm
when
saying?
they
Like
alone in their
it's usually
car.
on a Pandora tip. It's like on a Pandora tip, or if I hear it in the radio. And there's been times like she'll come on the radio. I'm tripping. I'm not paying attention to music, and it's still playing. She get on the radio instead of me like, oh, let me change it because it's a girl playing. I leave it playing because something about Megan Thee Stallion is strong enough to where as a man, I don't feel uncomfortable saying I don't listen to Megan Thee Stallion. I listen to Megan Thee Stallion. She tight as hell, been tight as hell. She rap, and then when she started adding anime
has
to it,
always been a thing, though, right?
Bro, but of course,
Kanye's a big Lupin the Third fan. But what I was getting at is,
but like,
I feel like our generation, like the millennials and like Gen Z kids that are rapping and performing and stuff now, really don't mess with it. Like the last rapper that I messed with heavy that like was like an anime dude was like Juice.
Yeah, Juice was the man. Juice was the man.
Juice WRLD.
He would have did more on life. He would have did more. We know that. There was no question about it.
I know Ski Mask messed with it. I think X did. Yeah, X did too.
X. Hey, wait till y'all giving me ammo for my number one. Y'all giving me ammo. Ooh, but like I said,
yeah. Let's get back on topic.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But I do want to say, going back, I just want to end DBZ. I understand, like you said, I really feel you on everything you said, Josh, and I ain't going to act like I don't feel you. But I guess for me, my personal opinion with DBZ is like, that's what put me on anime. I'm not going to act like I didn't get on anime from DBZ. So that's why I'm like,
take it away from it.
That's why I said for me, this was the first. It's a reason why it's not number one. And when I get there, y'all see. But it was my number one for maybe like almost half my life. You feel me? It was my number one.
A lot of people. Me too at one point.
You know? So that's why I said it.
Wipe them glasses off.
Yeah. He's coming to your number two, bro. It's over. It's over. I give up. What's your number two, man?
Okay, so my number two was actually I texted Josh about this anime whenever I got into anime. Like I had just watched yes, I did. I had just watched Black Clover. I asked you what anime I should watch next. Because I texted you that I was watching Black Clover, all hype and stuff, and you said definitely watch Shield Hero next. I was like, bet I watch Shield Hero next, and then texted you after that, and I was like, I think we might have been on a Discord call, I think actually.
Yeah.
We were talking about like a different anime that I was considering watching next, and I mentioned Danmachi. That's the Japanese for it. Japanese name for it. The English name for it is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon? I mentioned this, and you told me it is better than what the name suggests, right?
100%.
And it 100% is. I am such a fangirl, right? I really am over Danmachi. There is not a single character. I'll take the back. There are some characters I dislike, but they're meant to be disliked, right?
I mean, yeah, like the Apollo
if they're meant to be liked, then I like them. Like there's not really like a bad written character or anything like that. And then obviously with a name like, is it wrong to try to pick up girls in dungeon? There is fan service, right? There is. But the show is about Bell Cornell, a basically country boy that moves to the city and wants to be an adventurer. His granddad goes and tells him about all the stories from whenever he was in the city, and he goes off to become the adventurer that his granddad is hyped up so much about, kind of thing, and gives him the faith to become an adventurer, the faith and belief in himself to do so, and then meets a goddess named Hestia, Hestia is Bestia, okay? Um, but it it's another one of those where it's like zero to hero almost, right?
Yeah,
In
100%.
in terms of like no familia and stuff like that. It's Greek mythology based for all of you nerds back at home. Um,
Well, that's true and not true. Because
it is
there
true
are
and not
some
true.
there are some Indian and Chinese as well.
Yeah, yeah, for
Uh,
sure. Yeah, yeah. But it's a large
it's
part is
mostly
Greek mythology
I say a good
with
eighty
other.
percent.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I say a good 80% is Greek, and the
Yeah,
other
yeah.
20% the other
Because it's
mythology. It's
like
non-European.
not necessarily in the show, but it's mentioned Zeus and stuff like that, and how Familias and stuff like that. And then there's Hestia and Hermes and uh,
Um,
yeah, all of them. And
it was a big thing with season two.
yeah,
Um,
and then
I get it.
I just love it, bro. Like
It's a dope
I've
show, man.
I've also went back. Probably was what's made it climb higher in my ranks because it used to be my top 10, not my top 5. Is
Mhm.
probably the light novel, and how much like I've been geeking out over all that too.
Right.
And then I went back and rewatched it, and I was like, wow, this show is honestly really freaking good.
Yeah.
And season
The problem
three,
is really fun.
favorite
I
season so
want to
far.
explain, right, yeah, sure. I want to explain light novels to like some of the lesser. Basically, imagine reading like one of the Harry Potter books and then going to watch the movie. You're like, oh well, that's missing, that's missing, that's missing. Light novels are usually like the OG original source. Like sometimes it's the manga, and then once the manga gets popular, they start making light novels, or gets adapted to an anime. The light novel is like the book, right? It's like no illustrations. It's just straight words. You read through it like you read a regular novel. And they spare no expense on the details. Everything's a lot more thought out. The characters are a little bit more fleshed. I personally have also started reading the light novels for Shield Hero and a couple of others, High School DxD, and you really get the chance to see what is missing in the manga and the anime because it's every little minor detail. And the light novels are usually significantly more ahead than the manga and the anime. Going back to Dalmatian, phenomenal show. I'm gonna let Seth continue to hype it up because
Amazing fight
yeah,
scenes too.
oh yeah, they are dope.
Like
Especially
it's
him versus the Minotaur in the
yes.
dungeon once he finally like levels up a little bit.
Yup. And then him versus it's the season finale of season 1. So I ain't gonna mention it, but once you see it, you know what I'm talking about. But it's him versus the very large monster.
Yes, it's the boss fight for that level of the dungeon.
Yup. And amazing fight scenes, great storyline. Uh Mans is the ultimate harem protagonist without trying to be. Super innocent soul, right? Like doesn't doesn't really want, like he only has one girl that he wants, and it's eyes, right? He
Yeah,
only has eyes for eyes, right? And so, but Mans is the ultimate harem protagonist without trying to be. He goes from zero to hero. He gets OP fairly fast, faster than anybody else has gotten OP in the series. And I love the leveling in it, by the way. Like
yeah, the leveling is
the power structure in
yeah,
it
yeah,
is
yeah, the
probably
power
my favorite.
yeah, the whole back tattoo thing. Yeah,
Yeah,
I like this a lot.
and how like like I really enjoyed how it explained like the F tier to S tier stats and everything like that,
Yeah,
and
the
how
whole break.
like a level 1 can be as strong as a level 2 because that level 2 didn't work as hard whenever they were a level 1 to get their stats up higher before leveling up kind of thing, right?
Right, yeah, it's again. I think Japan has really taken the RPG aspect of a lot of stuff and
Yeah,
applied it.
and it's not an
Uh,
isekai.
no, it's not. And applied it very well. Because again, if for anybody who's played any RPG, you can grind stats before you actually level up.
And
It-
oh no, I was just gonna say that like it's if you don't watch it immediately, right? That's fine. Just watch it before season 4 comes out. I promise you, season 4, if JC Staff, please, JC Staff, please do season 4 right. If it does it right, it will be action from episode 1 through 13. Okay? For all 13 episodes, it should be nonstop action, except for maybe one episode in the middle, right? Maybe one. Other than that, it should be nonstop action, and I am so hyped because I know where it goes because I read the light novels now. I know where it's going and I know where it's going to go, and I am so hyped for season 4.
All right. Episode 1 to 13. You heard it here first.
Oh.
All the way out. That's if they do it right, too.
Have you seen it, Zoe?
Even. No, I have not. I'm
Okay.
just I'm hyping it with y'all, and I guess
This
I
would
got to
be
throw
one
it
of
on the
those
list.
that I would say watch whenever you get the chance. Obviously, you're watching Slime right now, right?
Yeah, I'm
This
doing
this is
Slime.
higher on my list than Slime. So
That is true. That is true. They did Slime right though. I like
anyways,
Rebirth. All right, going
that was
to
my number 2.
going to Josh number
Yep.
2.
Going on
What's
to
your 2?
Josh.
with that in mind, my number two, I'm gonna give you guys 4 letters: FMAP. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is the rightful adaptation of the manga, and thank God for it. Salute to Bones for animating that and making it happen. Because I was so thoroughly disappointed with the original Full Metal Alchemist anime. I'm not gonna talk about it. I've ranted on it long enough. Just know they did my girl Rose dirty AF, and I appreciate it. Um, it was just lazy because they got ahead of the source material and they just put shit on the table and said, "All right, this is what we got." But Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is about two brothers, Edward and Alphonse Elric. Um, in the first episode, they do the one thing that as alchemists you're never supposed to do. They attempt to bring their dead mother back, and that comes with consequences. They both lose something, and very important. And throughout the entire show, their job is to get what they lost back. It's a very emotional series, uh, super dark and gritty at times. Um, uh, the series is set in a really weird universe. I can't really place the timeline, but the world is run by the government, and the government is made up of alchemists, state alchemists, and their head honcho, Bradley. There's also a race of people called the Ishvalans, who I really think correlate with African Americans and the way they were treated during slavery times and the Jim Crow era. And one of the main, I don't want to call him an antagonist. He's an antagonist in the early part of the show, and he evolves as a character. And that stars is following, and his whole journey is one of, I don't know if it's vengeance or redemption at times, but it's such an amazing show. There are several moments in Fullmetal Alchemist where I, as an adult, have cried just because of just how intense it. And obviously, I did as a kid. Um, to me, Fullmetal Alchemist, if my number one wasn't where it was at, this would be my number one, just because of the emotional toll. Edward and Alphonse's relationship throughout the entire series is a bunch of ups and downs. Because obviously, as the older brother, and he wants what's best for Al, and sometimes that gets in the way of their actual relationship. And the evolution of Alphonse from like the younger brother who's just kind of nods his head and listens, like an upstanding adult who's like, no, this is the way we should do about things because this isn't like a dictatorship, it's a partnership. Is really impressive. Uh, there's not one character in the show I don't think is like poorly written. They're all, if they show up for more than an episode, they're all extremely fleshed out, right? The storyline's dope from beginning to end. There's no filler. There's nothing to worry about on that front. It's a straight plot the entire time, and I'm really thankful for it. I don't recommend it as a starter anime, like for anyone. I'd say it's under like 13, personally. I don't know. It's up to you, but I just love the show so much. All the characters are again extremely well fleshed out, well thought, well written. Um, it plays off the whole Seven Deadly Sins thing. There are the homunculus are all named after the Seven Deadly Sins in the show. They're the main antagonists from the majority of the franchise for the series. And with all that in mind, I can say without a shadow of a doubt that Full Metal Alchemist is one of the only anime I've ever given a 10 out of 10.
You know what? Honestly, that makes me want to shout out to Nami. You feel me? Shout out to Nami because that's the only. I've never sat and looked up Full Metal. Like I only watched, and I've watched a good bit of Full Metal. I can't sit here and tell you I know the plot. I literally watched for fights. I'm not gonna lie to you. I seen the movie though. That movie was fire. That movie was fire to me. I mean, like I said, I don't know the plot.
It depends on which one, Conquerors or Shambhala.
It was
both of the movies are kind of.
Oh, there's two. I only seen one, I believe. I only seen one.
Yeah, there are two.
It was about the stones, some stone.
Yeah,
I can't even.
The entire series is about Ed and Al searching for the Philosopher's Stone because it's like the epitome of alchemy. Like if you've seen Harry Potter,
yeah, I do know about that.
Yeah,
no, you don't have to go on that. Stone is. But it was not. It was like the Milo Stone. It was Milo.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, but
yeah, that's what.
Like Full Metal Alchemist is about Edward and quest for the Philosopher's Stone to change.
Yeah, I kind of. Oh my bad. What's up?
Oh no, no, you're good. I was just gonna say, this is like one of those like I've been wanting to watch, but I've just had it on the back burner because I know it's an amazing anime, and I know like I'm just holding on to it for whenever I'm in my next anime slump, and I don't know what to watch kind of thing. And I know I'm gonna be thoroughly entertained, and I'm gonna love it and everything like that, right?
I will say,
very good fight scene.
I've had Netflix.
Very good fight scene.
On Netflix. Then again, there have definitely been periods where I would go without Netflix, but that's probably one of the only things on Netflix that I can just dead ass go to like my list, click on wherever I'm at, and just binge watch because I've seen it so many times. Again, such a great show. It's one of my only 3 10 out of 10. I only have 3 10 out of 10 anyway. The second one is my number one, and we'll get into that in a minute. But again, I 100% recommend Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
You know,
I probably have way too many 10 out of 10s on my list. I ain't gonna lie.
I respect it.
I'm too much.
The more you watch, you'll be able to adjust your rating.
Yeah.
Again, I've seen for a fact at least 1,000.
I respect the Full Metal though. I really do. I like I said, I wasn't really in the plot. So I kind of know the plot.
Ain't no choice but to respect Full Metal. It's one of, if not the most popular anime of all time.
I would kick you out of this call, bro. 100%.
You gotta respect it.
There will be no Full Metal slander on my watch.
Yeah, I'm with it. All right, shout out to the boys.
With that in mind, speaking of 10 out of 10s, because that's what
we did.
Where your number one is.
That's what it is. And like I said, and honestly, I've talked with Josh before this, and he said he doesn't feel an anime should be in a top something and it's not finished. And you know what, Josh? I agree with you. I truly do. I feel like I think I'm impatient, but I do agree with that statement. But there's one anime. There's one. And this is me. Like I said, I've watched a good list. Let me see. If you've done 75, I probably somewhere around that, like fully finished them. think 75, somewhere in there of anime. When it comes to pure beautiness, diversity, and beautiness ain't even a word, but I'm trying to say it's beautiful. Diversity, plot, of course, it is a plot. Action, because I mean, I'm not gonna act like I was an action guy before I was a full filler, all in guy. So at the end of the day, action is what I know what's gonna appeal to the consumer. What are you doing to appeal to the consumer? And what are you doing to appeal to the people that are going to dedicate their time to you? There's two sides to an anime. And I feel like I caught on to this at an early age, but I only watched so much of it. Then I probably took a forever hiatus. I missed so much and I will regret it for the rest of my life. But thanks to God, I was able to get myself into a place where I had enough money to be comfortable in my own spot and be able to start this anime because I knew I had enough time on my hands because I was in a period of my life where I was getting, I was hibernating. So I knew in this hibernation I needed something to keep me grounded. And the funny part is, like I said, I've seen a good bit of it. I've seen almost maybe a third of it. Well, actually, really more like a fourth of it before I even got into it again. And I'm talking about the GOAT, Mr. King of the Pirates. You already know. Gonna find the One Piece with the greatest swordsman, top shelf, the greatest navigator, the greatest doctor, the greatest archaeologist, the greatest musician, the greatest everything, because he's the king of the pirates and he deserves all of it. Talk about One Piece. It's the top. It's the best. I'm ready to fight anybody for it. I know the slanders out there. I'm talking to everyone on the One Piece slander, talking about this, that, and the third. I don't care about none of it because y'all gonna be so damn upset when he becomes the king of the pirates and he actually does what he said he was gonna do. And I think all the people that hated on it and not liking it and all this and this and that, y'all just don't believe. Y'all ain't got no goals. Y'all never had a goal in your life and said, I'm going to do whatever it takes to get to it. No, hold on. Let me finish. Just let me finish because I got to get this out there. This is for them slander. I've been quiet on the slander because I don't like arguing. I'm going to be real. But you had your moment on your folks, and I'm having mine on mine. When it comes to this One Piece slander, y'all never just had a dream and had to stick with it. Some dreams don't come in just 100 episodes. Some dreams don't come in a week and 2 weeks. Some dreams take 25 years. Some dreams take that long. But it's the ones that stick it out and actually fight through and survive to get there that deserve the glory. Sometimes, real talk, what Luffy pushes that's changed my life is it's not about the destination. It's the journey. This man literally could have got a free ticket ride to where the One Piece was, and the anime would have been over. But you know what he did? He crushed it. He destroyed it. He completely got rid of it because he said that wouldn't be, Luffy's stupid. He said that wouldn't be fun. But I took it as him saying, like, bruh, I didn't come on this boat, on this sea to do it the easy way. I said, I'm going to do it. He never really said he's doing it the hard way. He's really just saying he's doing it his way. And in a way, you could say it's the hard way. I ain't going to count. But it's his way. And at some points it gets easy, some points it gets hard. And I think to know that he's been on this journey forever, bro. And at this point, you would think it would get slow or get redundant or get annoying. Like, we're all like, dang, bro, you still ain't became King of the Pirates? No, because there's actually a power scale in this world that's not like what you said, Dragon Ball Z power scale, where just keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. There's actually is a limit in this world of One Piece. But, there's just some people, there's very few people at the top of it. Like, you got maybe, if we're talking about between the Marines, the world government, and pirates, and let's just add in another group of people we're not even thinking about, maybe about 15 actual people of real strength that could probably shake the world.
Yeah.
15, strong 15. And that's give or take.
Yeah,
So it's not like
I'd say closer to 10 personally.
yeah, I really wanted to go down a little bit, but I'm saying I feel like I'm forgetting some group of people.
I mean, you have without too many big spoilers. You have the admirals.
Yes,
You have
Emperors,
the Yonko.
Yonko.
So
Okay.
that's 7. So it's 3 and 4. You have some of the former warlords of the sea. So I'd say that's about 2, maybe 3.
Yeah,
I'm only
Mihawks for
really
sure.
I'm only really counting Mihawk at this point because Crocodile and all of them have
No,
proven they're
yeah, they
not really
all
yet.
kind of
So
even just
it's really just like Mihawk. You've got some of the worst generation. Specifically, I'd say just Law, Kid, and Luffy. So
um
15's about right, but I'd say like a good 9-10.
yeah, and honestly, you gotta think that I don't feel like we've seen. There's some people. Let me see. No, you actually no, you named everything.
Okay.
Revolutionary Army. That's what it is.
Oh well,
Dragon,
yeah,
Dragon,
yeah, Dragon.
Sabo. I don't even want to count Sabo. We'll just
No,
do Dragon. Let's just do
yeah, I'd
Dragon.
say just Dragon.
Shake the world.
No
I
shade
said
to the Sabo fans,
no shade, but he right now.
he cool in Jump Force, but
if you oh for real, hey,
yeah,
no cap, he is. But for real, without no spoilers, if you caught up in the anime, and even if you caught up on the manga, yeah, Sabo right now, we're like, all right, when he kind of
he
slipped
in
a
that B
little.
squad, yeah,
Um,
he in the B tier squad.
yup. So yeah, like I said, One Piece, that's my number one. And honestly, on some real stuff, real tip, I've seen people on social media say that One Piece has changed their life. Um, and I've seen people put their kids on One Piece. I've seen One Piece do like a cultural thing. My homie went to Japan and he brought me back a bunch of One Piece gear just because he knew how deep I was in One Piece, and that gave me like inspiration to want to go to the actual One Piece land in Japan. Like I really want to go. Like that's bucket list going to happen. So yeah, man, One Piece, it's a cultural phenomenon. We still got what they said about 5 more years. So
One Piece.
2026,
Yeah,
2026. Yeah, he said 5. So 2026 is when I think that's the manga. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
yeah. No,
So
that's
the
manga.
manga.
Oh
So
yeah, Oda
we're
said
gonna go
5 more.
to anime. There, we're talking about 2028 for real,
No,
before
I'd say we
maybe
got about
2030.
7 more.
because they're gonna take a
Yeah,
break eventually.
I say we got 7 or 8 more because you got to look at how long
Yeah,
Naruto lasted.
That's why I said it's 5 for the anime and then 7. I mean 5 for the manga and then 7, 8 for the anime.
Righteously, you could probably say 10.
I was
That's the
gonna say
thing.
2030.
Yeah, I would say it's 1 a week, so that's 52 episodes a year.
Yeah, and
Not
honestly,
including Golden Week, which is an auto week off.
yeah,
So that's
true. And then
51. And
holidays. Oh my
whatever
God, all
random
the
break they may or
holidays.
may not take.
Yeah.
I say on average you get 45 a year.
So fair, yeah. So 2030. So you still got time, honestly. And then, oh yeah, I forgot to mention this. We
No,
were
I'm
talking.
gonna keep it a buck. If you're not watching One Piece by 2024, bro, hang it up.
No. I just
Hang
was
it
about
up.
to give you one last thing, and then I can pass on my number one. Another reason why I'm on One Piece hard is because the people that have died that did want to watch One Piece will never know how if he becomes king of the pirates. And I feel like anybody that can watch for them
You know
can
that
watch.
one
And
dude tweeted
honestly,
about it,
just
and he got to know what happened.
I'm
So
just
I'm
gonna
really
say it
happy
like
for that
this.
dude specifically.
And when Triple X, when I saw something like maybe 6 months after Triple X died of a tweet of him basically saying One Piece is like the greatest anime or something like that. That's what he had said. And like it hit me. And other people were commenting this. The chatter was they were saying, "Dang, bro, I'm gonna finish One Piece for my for my nigga X. Like I'm gonna do it for X. I'm
Yeah.
gonna do it for X." And I was thinking of more than just X. I was like, y'all, this anime been out for 20 years. Do you know how many people passed in these 20 years
Yeah,
that actually
Young people
probably
too.
young people too? You got to think of
I've had really good
natural
friends.
disasters and disease, everything. People who were One Piece fans. Like they may not have just came out all over the place with it, but there's some people that are like, hey, yeah, I know Luffy. Yeah, I seen some episodes. Yeah, I'm probably gonna watch some more. You know what I'm saying? People even on passing on One Piece. I feel like all of them never will get, you know what I'm saying? They're not going to be able to see him become king of the pirates. They didn't see that this journey. So that's kind of something I put on I didn't need to put it on myself, but I put it on myself
I
that
mean,
I'm
I
going
feel like
to,
that's the case with a lot of people.
I mean, there's a lot of anime too like this, and I'm
not
just
even just anime, like shows. Like think about how big Game of Thrones was.
Oh my god!
Regardless of how
I'll probably start One Piece in about a year or so. Whenever my boy Tyler goes to the Navy, me and him watch anime a lot together right now. He lives overseas, in England, and so shout out to him. Huh?
I'm saying not the Navy.
Yeah,
out here trying to be pirates, bro.
Yeah, we just talking the whole thing of One
Royal
Piece.
Navy,
you bring up the Navy.
Man, I was working for the Fed.
Well, no, probably
that's
whatever.
How we know you. That's how we know you haven't watched One Piece. Y'all can tell he did not watch One Piece because he definitely would have brought that up.
Probably whenever he goes off to the Royal Navy is probably whenever I'll start One Piece. Because then I'll have just me to watch my anime with, just myself, unless I'm watching something with one of y'all two or something.
I'm not watching One Piece over here.
No,
honestly,
I'm not talking about watching One Piece with y'all. I'm talking about watching other anime with y'all.
I mean,
I'll do Marineford with you. I only watch Marineford one time.
I'll watch Marineford with you. I'll watch An's Lobby with you, and I'll watch
I've seen any lobby so many times. I'm straight on it.
That's about it.
I feel it.
But when you get to Wano, when he gets to Wano, I might help him with Wano.
It depends on how Wano ends for me, bro. Because if Wano ends like I think he's gonna end, I'm not watching.
Right. Well, that's a whole other conversation. All right, we ain't gonna start.
We gotta worry about that.
All right, that's my number one, man. What's yours, sir?
My number one is your number four, Zoe. It is the anime that got me into anime. It is Black Clover. And the story on how I found Black Clover is funny because Josh over here was trying to get me into anime for about 2 years. Longest. For about 2 solid years, maybe 2.5. I was
offended when he texted me this shit.
And you were trying to get me into anime for the longest. And mention SAO and how it's based on video games and things like that. Just throwing subtle hits out here. Anime. Yeah, just throwing subtle hits out there and things like that. And I just never really started because it wasn't really my thing. I played a lot of video games. I watched a lot of sports. Sports is still my passion and everything like that. You should have. You should have. I would have watched it. I promise you I would have. But or Haikyuu because Haikyuu was out at that point too.
I had just started watching it at that point. Well,
That's fair.
I was reading it. Actually, I don't even know if I don't even know if I was watching it. I was reading it.
How I got into anime was I was literally just I just got done what's the name of it? The D&D show, Josh.
Critical Role.
Yeah, I just got done binge watching Critical Role Campaign 2. And this was over COVID, right? And so I had a bunch of free time thanks to COVID, killing my 3 jobs. But that is what that is.
Yeah, right.
But I was scrolling through TikTok for about 6 hours one day. I ain't even gonna lie, and I was just scrolling, just doing nothing that day or whatever. And I found a TikTok where it is Asta versus Seke in the Wizard Squad tryouts. And it's
it really ain't a
3.
versus. Stop saying it's Asta versus Seke because it really ain't a versus. I hate to even
It is Asta versus Seke. It is because
was it really a fair fight?
Seke. No, it wasn't. But Seke still became a member of a squad. Okay, so
barely. You're right. You're right.
Only based off of his name, right? Let me plug in my headset real quick.
Man, I'm just saying, when it came to Asta, because Seke did come through. I say this, Seke, like I said, y'all may not know about this Black Clover thing, but Seke's like that anime character who really cocky. You feel me? He do got a little something fire. He got a little something.
He was cocky at first. He was cocky for 5 minutes. I mean,
dumb cocky.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
He's that one of those characters, and then he was
he's cocky.
And then, yeah, you got it.
But no, like you were saying, he was cocky whenever he's not around Asta. After that,
Yeah, I mean, he would be cocky in front of Asta too. But see, going into it, that's why I was saying, like, he was basically not like the character that was like, all right, I'm just doing this to get paid. Like, he was putting his life on the line to get paid. Like, think of it's like I've heard even police officers say on the news now, like, they don't do it for the money. Seki was one of them characters doing it for the money, now realizing, bruh, you putting your life on the line. That's why Asta did what he did to you. What Asta did to him was so powerful, it made you start watching it. And that's
Asta
powerful to me.
brought him down. I ain't gonna say what happens, given it's only episode 3, so it's not really a spoiler, right? But Asta brings this man down brings him down to the level where he's supposed to be ego-wise, and stands over him after he beat him and says, I'm not here to play around. I'm here to work hard and become the Wizard King. And he said that in front of all the squad captains. All of them. And he was dead meant what he said. And I heard that, I saw that, and I was like, damn. Like, I need to watch this. I don't know what this is, but I need to watch this right now. And I scroll through the comments looking for the sauce or whatever, right? Looking for what it was. And finally somebody said, I love Black Clover. And I Googled it, found out it was an anime, and I was like, bet Josh has been trying to get me in an anime forever now. I'll watch this. And I watched it. I was hooked on episode 1. Kid you
And
not.
here you are.
Episode 1 hooked me. I binge watched because I think it was episode 143 was out at the time. I binge watched and caught up before episode 145 dropped. I binge watched in less than 2 weeks, 144 episodes. And then not only did I do that,
real fast. So the whole Undersea arc, did you watch that in one day?
I did not. No, that took 2 days.
All right, cool. I'm about to say because that was a lot, bro.
That was like 30 episodes. Yeah.
I do understand when Venom started doing his thing and they was all doing that thing around each other.
The underwater temple arc is still the best arc I've seen in anime so far.
Honestly, that's in the top. That's a top 10. I don't know about 5 yet.
So much character growth for every single character in that span of time. Noelle had a glow up there. Finral had a glow up in self-confidence. Vanessa had a glow up and stop becoming... I ain't gonna say any more than that because I don't want to give away spoilers what you or anything like that.
I'm about to say, man. Oh, you doing spoilers. I thought you were going to say something bad about her.
No.
Vanessa does her thing. She was stringing him along.
She just likes alcohol. That's it. She just likes alcohol.
Oh yeah. Well, she sip for wine, after work type thing.
During work, after work, for breakfast, for breakfast, for lunch, dinner, brunch, afternoon tea, all of it. But no, like that anime got me into anime, and still my favorite anime. Probably gonna be my favorite anime of all time. I don't see anything passing it. Just off of personal bias, I'm probably gonna watch anime that's better than it, objectively speaking.
Right.
But on a personal level, nothing would ever pass it for me because it's the thing that got me into anime. It's the thing. Like I started watching it, and then like I had been job searching for jobs for about 7 months at this point. And then right as I started watching it, I got a job, right? And it was that thing where it's like the two aren't connected at all, but it feels like they're connected, right? Because I had a bunch of anxiety and depression and things like that during that time where I was unemployed for 7 months due to COVID. And I was like, damn, am I going to be able to graduate college? Like, is this going to happen at some point? Am I going to be able to get back into the work field that I want to be in, which is broadcast? And now I am here today in that. And two not connected at all, right? Not at all. But it feels like it is. Like both getting a job and this anime both helped me get out of that like depression and anxiety phase that I was in.
No, I feel that. Don't ever feel no way about it. Luffy already know he the reason I'm out here right now. And I end up in jail on some just like because Luffy, I think, and I guess I feel you on that level because I've seen Luffy do something that really bothers me because it actually does help me have a cool head and also a hot head. I've seen Luffy get humiliated. I can't talk right now.
Humiliated.
What the heck?
Humiliated.
What is wrong with my lips? All right,
Yeah,
sorry
it happens.
everyone. It happens to someone. I guess I'm getting
It's more
emotional.
on the tongue.
I guess I'm getting emotional. And the dude just throwing his head into the bar and kick around, punched in the face, hit with glass. I didn't seen him and his homie. Both of them get messed up. And he literally told him, he said, bro, don't do nothing. We don't need to hit these folks. He's getting hit in the face, like punched like with square fist to the face. He told Zoro, don't do it. And it makes me laugh because I was like, bruh, I'll never forget the first time I saw it. I was like, bruh, I'm standing up in my house, like, yelling, like, bruh, if you don't get the cup right now, bruh, what the fuck you do? And then I thought about it. And I forgot all about how Shanks showed him, Shanks got humiliated and blase when he first met him. And basically show him, like, is this worth dying for? Because that's how pirates roll. Like, if I'm going to get into a scuffle with you, I'm probably going to kill you or you're going to kill me. So is it worth dying for? And that's why I said it gave me, just like how Asta, you kind of correlated with him and saying like how Asta kept training and going up. You got your job. You kept doing your job search. You were training with the job searching. And then you got somewhere you need to be and you kept going up, kept going up. That's how I feel with that moment with Luffy on the hot head, cool head stuff. Luffy, dumb as hell. He does a lot of dumb mistakes. But when it comes to like real stuff and real life situations, he's either a hot head or he's cool headed. And he's able to make that executive decision almost instantaneously. And I guess that's something that I really admire from Luffy. Like, so I do feel you on the personal connection. That's why they're our number ones. That's why Josh is number one. I kind of understand why he has the personal connection with it. He's like, my brother and him probably would agree. I guess because Josh has watched anime longer than us, his number one makes sense to me. Because my brother probably would agree with him on that personal. Because I think my brother says that's his number one too. I had to double check with him.
And
but Josh,
your brother's a smart man, bro. But again, my number one is a very important anime to me, and I think Western media in general, because I feel like a lot of people can say this and agree that even though DBZ on its like rerun point brought like anime to like the mainstream, I think this one like really got a lot of older people into anime and just changed the game completely. And the word goat gets thrown around a lot, right? Like, oh, this goat, that blah blah blah. But the one true 10 out of 10, perfect from start to finish, banger theme, phenomenal, well written, fleshed out characters. Each episode is its own little dope thing. Anime is the one, the only Cowboy Bebop. Ah man, it's so good. It was literally the first anime to ever air on Cartoon Network. It was on Adult Swim during the OG lineup. I'm talking about kids get your ass out the pool, old white man floating, graphic, Adult Swim. And Cowboy Bebop is the perfect mix of like sci-fi, western, noir type shit, and it's such a pleasure like to watch to be as short as it is. Like Cowboy Bebop is 26 episodes long, bro. It's like Quentin Tarantino grabbed like cowboy spaghetti westerns like space travel and just epic and put it all in one little thing and made 26 whole episodes.
I've seen some episodes of Cowboy Bebop. I've not seen it all. That's another one of those that's like in the back pocket with Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, where it's like, okay, like on like a rainy day, whenever like it's that like anime depression, like you just finished like a fantastic anime kind of thing, and you aren't sure what to watch next kind of thing. If you haven't seen Cowboy Bebop, that is it.
Oh my god, please watch it. Okay.
I mean, I've seen Cowboy.
And
I did the 26,
Faye
and I saw the movie.
Valentine is so fine.
The movie
bro.
was good too.
Facts.
The movie was good too.
Yeah, speaking of Cowboy Bebop, y'all, it's about to have a live action series on Netflix. I'm saying this in advance. I don't know how I'm gonna feel in a couple of weeks or months when it drops. Go watch it. Like, I love Cowboy Bebop. I hope Netflix does it justice. The cast looks dope. I've seen screenshots. I've seen photo caps. I'm super excited for it. But boy, I promise you, if this shit's ass, I might hurt some people.
I guess
our real deal might hurt.
I got a question, Josh. How okay. Let's say this. How do I say this? My favorite anime is gonna have probably about 1,500 episodes. Seth's favorite anime, when it's finished, I don't know.
350.
Yeah, honestly, you know what? That's a good
number.
If
the anime gets renewed.
Oh yeah, if it gets renewed, y'all getting the movie.
We get a movie first.
Dang, you're right. It's getting the movie.
We get a movie first, and that's we have no idea what's gonna happen after the movie.
Yeah, we have no idea.
They could cut it off after the Spade Kingdom mark, and I really don't want them to.
I'm just saying,
I don't think they'll do that, bro. If they did that, they have to do a time skip thing and show us what happens in the future. They have to show us the trial.
Tell Bleach fans
show us the Wizard King thing. No. They don't get to
I
do
really
it.
don't want them to do that either, though.
Tell Bleach fans that. They're still waiting on
Hunter.
Blood War. Yeah,
What is Hunter waiting for? What was we waiting for after he found his dad? I didn't think there was anything left.
Didn't the manga writer just get tired of writing the manga?
The manga's not over. They've been waiting on a new chapter for like 1,000 days, bro.
Yeah.
1,000 plus. But
there's no source material.
I get where you're getting at, though. Again, my list is kind of dated, and
I don't know if I asked the question. I was saying how.
I don't think you did.
Yeah, the question I was gonna ask was like, okay, so basically, I got a long anime for my fave. Seth's got a pretty decent. How is a 26 episode anime your favorite anime?
Because not one episode misses. Not one.
And then to make it, I don't want to say make it worse, but because it's great. I'm not trying to diss it. I'm just saying, like, there was really no. I guess there was a plot, but it just was like there was out of those 26, like.
Well, that's the thing about Cowboy Bebop.
It feels very good cop, bad cop at times too.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Each episode of Cowboy Bebop was its own thing, right? And actually, they're not even really episodes, like, because they refer to it more like as sessions. Like, they're all their own thing, right? For the majority of the show, that each episode is basically its own, right? Because they're bounty hunters, right? So the spaceship is called the Bebop. That's where we get the name, right? Because it's that neo noir western type thing, but with sci-fi. So they're bounty hunters. It's Spike, it's Jet Black, it's Faye, and Ed, and they're on the ship, and they're traveling, and they're bounty hunters. And the year is 2071, right? The whole point about Cowboy Bebop is that it's an adult anime, right? It's about not being able to escape from your past, loneliness, existential crisis, boredom. If you watch the show, it deals with all that. Like, and to me, for a show to be 26 episodes long and not have one episode where I'm like, oh, that was dumb, or oh, that was stupid, or man,
that was just okay, right?
Or that was just okay, bro. From start to finish, all 26 episodes.
Banger.
Watching banger. Fact, that's fire. Soundtrack is amazing. Bro,
I've heard it's the best soundtrack in anime.
It's up there. Bro. RDC World makes Anime House for a reason with Spike in that cast, bro. I love Ben playing Spike. Shout out to RDC. Anime House is probably one of the greatest skits ever made on YouTube. And Cowboy Bebop has clout, bro. And I'm glad RDC is giving Cowboy Bebop that clout. Because I knew a lot of people who had never seen it before the Anime House skits started getting made. I put people on the Cowboy Bebop on the regular. I would defend this show until I die. Again, Faye Valentine, Fine AF. That was my first real waifu crush anime wife. Jet Black is dope. Spike is just cool as shit. I can't tell you how hype I was when I heard Cowboy Bebop was getting a Netflix adaptation. And then I got really terrified because most Netflix adaptations are ass. And that's not Netflix's fault because most live action anime adaptations are ass. There's very few. Like the Samurai X Rurouni Kenshin one. That's solid. Hell, is that it? I think, yeah. I'm really trying. I think Samurai because there are American ones and then there are the ones that Japan fully does. Like the Death Note ass, Dragon Ball Evolution ass. I know Avatar is not really considered an anime, but Avatar: The Last Airbender.
It's goated like it is though.
I mean, yeah, there are some people who try to slide it in, like they try to slide in Boondocks, and that's a whole other conversation, right? We talk about anime that aren't really anime, and that would be like Avatar and et cetera. But the point is, I have never once watched an episode of Cowboy Bebop and not finished it. I don't care what I was doing. I don't care if I went to go get food or groceries and came back an hour and a half later. I finished that episode. I cannot say that for any other anime. Because if I leave you, I'll be like, oh, I can come back to this tomorrow. No, I'm finishing an episode that day, regardless of what I'm doing. It could be 2:30 in the morning. I'm dead exhausted. I'm finishing that episode. Like I've never seen something like that critically acclaimed. I've never heard a bad thing about Cowboy Bebop, unless it's just somebody trolling on the internet. Like general consensus, this shit is fire.
I ain't disagreeing with it. I'm with you on.
I've never heard anybody so far from all the friends that I made through different Discords about anime, different podcasts about anime and stuff like that, say anything bad about Cowboy Bebop.
Like for real, but people claim gateway anime and this and that. Cowboy Bebop is the gateway anime. Fact.
Yeah. I believe that does it for our top 5 anime for each of us now.
Yeah.
Josh, you want to wrap us up?
Yeah. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for listening. We appreciate you coming out, and if you stuck with us the whole time, that's dope. Because I don't even know if I was gonna stick with us through the whole thing.
Let's go. That's called loyalty. All of that.
I heard some stuff today that I'm not okay with.
And
we're
me
have some
too.
private conversations about it.
We can have whole episodes about it.
We can revisit this later. You know, we can go further
into
the individual series. You know, some episodes might be 28 minutes, some might be 2 hours.
We're going to try and cut it down.
Follow us on Twitter at Otaku Collect. That is Otaku Collect on Twitter.
Otaku Collect Pod.
You can only have 15 letters in your handle, so it is Otaku Collect.
Let's go. There we go.
Wait.
No, sir.
Is it Pod?
It's Pod.
It is Pod.
Look at that. See,
I'm the one who named it. I'm the one who named it, and I didn't remember. It's me. Shout out, Zoe.
Let's do it. I was just making sure. So, yeah, Otaku Collect Pod. I was just looking it up as you were saying.
Otaku Collect Pod. Because Otaku Collective was taken. So, Otaku Collect Pod.
Otaku Collective PC. Basically, you already know we're trying to get into the podcast game, but at the same time, we just trying to throw our anime.
We're just trying to have fun with it, though.
You know what I'm saying? We want to hear what y'all got to say. You know what I'm saying? Y'all always can hit us up. We just want to see how y'all feel on some of our things. If you think we've got the worst top 5 of all time, let us know. We'll combat you. We'll take on anybody for debate. We'll get a debate artist and we're ready to go. I'm ready to defend mine. He's ready to defend his, and he's ready to defend his. But if y'all feel like y'all agree with some of us, let us know. I know I said some stuff that may have been out of context, and I apologize.
Any
for it.
rom-com lovers,
passionate I get with mine. Like, I'm not playing about Luffy, Natsu, Asta, Goku, and Naruto.
Any rom-com lovers, hit me up on Twitter at C3Smooth. That is my Twitter handle. Josh, what is your Twitter handle?
Okay, you can find me on Twitter for any concerns, complaints, and comments at myown_prophet, MO and P are all capital.
Okay, y'all can contact me at Otaku Collect Pod, because y'all not finna spam my stuff just because y'all pissed at my top 5. So hit me up on the pod.
If you do want to find out what Zoe's personal Twitter handle is, though, it is in the bio of our Twitter.
Check the bio.
It is in the bio of our Twitter.
Nah, check the bio.
Send him that smoke at one all lowercase.
Yep.
Send him that smoke.
Hey, and all of y'all at home, have a great rest of y'all's day, night, whatever time it is, whenever y'all are listening. It's only been one episode split into 2 parts, but we love y'all already. Bunch of otakus.